Hi everyone, thanks for coming to our session. All you have to know about Power BI V2. Thanks for being part of this SharePoint Saturday. Thanks to our sponsors who allow us to come to Dubai and escape the cold weather in France. Minus 5 degrees last month. So, I'm Benoît Jester. I'm a French SharePoint MVP, working on SharePoint since many years, 10 years or almost. I live in Paris, and I'm also the SharePoint Saturday Paris co-organizer.
Hello everyone, I'm Etienne Bailly. I'm a French SharePoint consultant. I'm also an Office 365 trainer. I come also from France, Lyon. And today we're going to speak about Power BI, so have a look to our agenda.
First, I will present to you what is Power BI. Does anyone already work with Power BI? Nobody? One person? Okay. Now I will show you the concept of Power BI, then a little bit of terminology, all the words, all the terms you should know if you will use Power BI.
After we're going to see the connection. Power BI can connect to many kind of data sources. We're going to see that. It's a great perspective. We will talk about developer perspective. You can do a lot of things as a developer with Power BI. And some demos, of course, and a conclusion.
Some great demos.
Some great demos.
Of course. So, what is Power BI? As Microsoft said, with Power BI you can bring your data to life because Power BI V2 is end-users oriented. As an end user, no more need for you to ask for an IT pro or an analyst to build your report. With Power BI V2, you will be able to build your own reports with your own data. So, as written today, business intelligence extends to everyone. Power BI V2 is not a brand new product with brand new technologies. If you already worked with business intelligence, you probably already work with Excel, Power Pivot, Power View, Power Query. Then with Power BI V1, so a mix between Excel and Office 365. Now, today, we have Power BI V2, which is much more easier for you to build reports and publish them. And the best, Power BI is free. For basic operation, you don't have to subscribe to anything. Power BI is free. We don't see well, but you can create, view, and share dashboard freely. And of course, get data, import data and reports for Excel, CSV, and many other data sources. For more advanced features, you have to subscribe to what is called the Power BI Pro service, which costs $10 per user per month, which is affordable. And you have some other functionalities like data refresh to ensure that your data are always up to date. Or also collaborate better by using Office 365 groups. We'll see that later in detail. Which are the core components of Power BI? What is Power BI? There are two main components. First, the Power BI desktop. This is probably the first thing you want to try if you want to try Power BI. It's a tool that you will install on your computer and which will allow you to very easily get some data, build your first report with the first data set, and publish this report on the web on a SaaS solution which is called the Power BI service, also known as powerbi.com. So, you build a report on your computer and decide to publish this report on powerbi.com. In this service, I will describe it more precisely later, but you can create dashboard which will show you your most important data, manage reports, and manage your datasets. So one thing you have to install on your computer and a SaaS solution. And a tweet just arrived. So, which are the concepts of Power BI? On the top of the stack, we have the dashboards. The dashboards show you your most important data, the data you really want to see when you access the Power BI interface. It can combine data coming from on-premises or in the cloud. Then you have reports, something you can build on your computer with the Power BI desktop or directly on the powerbi.com site. It is composed of one or more pages or visualization with charts or graphs or anything you want. And then you have dataset. I won't explain what the dataset is, especially if there are developers in the room, but when you click on Get Data on Power BI creates automatically a dataset associated with that data. We have the tiles, like on Windows Phone. Another switch just arrived. So I'm here in the Power BI service, the SaaS solution. I want to see my most important data. So I have put two tiles. On the left, a graph, and on the right, a tile in edit mode. So I can decide to unpin, to delete that data, edit, or directly delete this tile. And then last concept I wanted to show you is the concept of content pack, which is like save as a template in SharePoint. So you have dashboards, reports, data set you want to package and give available to other users. This is how you do it. In my case, I've created an SPS Dubaï content pack with specific reports, specific data. A user can then click on this content pack and he will get exactly what I have packaged. So, the second component I showed you previously is a Power BI service. It's a SaaS solution hosted on powerbi.com by Microsoft. You can create and share dashboards and directly connect to data. You don't need to install the desktop. You can directly connect to data in the SaaS solution in powerbi.com. It's extended to all your mobile devices, of course, and it uses the same concepts I presented you previously, from dashboards to content packs. Here is the interface, and what I can propose you is to look at the first demo.
Yes. Benoît just explained you a few concepts: dashboard, report, Power BI desktop. So I'm going to try to show you how Power BI desktop is useful in your life. So it's a software you install on your desktop. You understood that. All right. In this demo, we are gonna talking about your favorite subject in life. I'm, of course, speaking of French football soccer championship. So my data source is a web page where I can see the champion each year on a French amazing soccer football championship. So first thing, with Power BI desktop, I have to get data. To get data, I choose a data source origin, for example, a web site. Great. I copy paste URL, poof. And Power BI desktop is working, analyzing web page, and show me all the tables, HTML tables, where I can pick my content, my data. So there are several tables. I don't care. I care about table 4, where I can find, as you can see, all my data. I don't load it. I want to edit my data. First step, when you use Power Desktop Designer, you want to rearrange your data. So, for example, I don't care about the vice champion. I remove this column. For example, the third, I remove also. I rename French column, and I call it season. In this column, the second column, I want to trim data. I want to split. So This tool is the first tool in Power BI Desktop. It's the query editor. First step, you have to arrange your data. So I decide to split this column and trim everything after the space. Great. Great. Now we're gonna just have the name of the team. It's what I want. It's what we need. I've got all the information I need. I remove a column, and I rename this column, and I call it team. That's it. My data are ready. That you have to understand that my data source is a web page. So when Webmaster gonna update his web page, all my transformation will still be applied. Every day, my transformation, rename, remove, etc. It's again and again. It's very important to understand that. I close and apply. And this is it. My data are ready. So now, second tool in Power BI Desktop, I want to put charts, graph. In Power BI, we talk about visuals. So we are waiting a bit. We are waiting that Power BI Desktop arrange all my data and give me my first dataset. We talked previously about first concept dataset. Now I want to design my reports, and I'm still waiting for my datasets. Yes?
Could I ask you, what about the huge number of data? Now you are creating maybe 100. If they are 1,000, you have to do that, or there's some gauging mechanism?
Power BI is a professional tool. Of course, it's just a sample. We have 200 data. It's nothing. I totally agree with that. But Power BI can address and calculate and manage a lot of hundreds of thousands lines data.
But maybe the provider of data will not allow you to communicate for that time to...
Oh, yeah. But for such large amount of data, you won't connect to a web page. You probably connect to a data source, SQL data source, SQL analysis services, and probably not from a web page. So I'm still waiting. So, OK, it's not a problem. I show you what I want to show you. So when the data are ready, one day, maybe, you want to see something like that. You see the report. So first, we got a data set. Second, we design a report. On a report, you just drag and drop some visuals. Easy. And after, you configure the mapping. So if maybe my data are ready in the previous chart, OK, for example, I just drag drop a map. I resize it. I open my table 4. I drag the team as a location, and my data are the count of season, which means how many times I've been a champion. And if you look to your map, we are in Greece. Yeah, this is it. We can see, for example, Paris, 5-time champion. OK? So job is done. Now your report is ready. It's binding to your data, and you want to publish it. Just one click. You click to publish. Save change. Great. Demo 1. No. Demo 1.1. Here we are. So the first step, we are on the software on my computer. I publish, and I publish where? Just Benoît just explained you that. You publish to powerbi.com, to Power BI service. So you can open my beautiful report, and we arrive in at app.powerbi.com, and you can see a beautiful map, full page, up, and you can play with the map. All right. In this demo, I didn't do a lot of things, so I take another, spoil, another graph. And for example, I'm interested for the best team in championship, French championship. Oh yeah, it's Lyon. Totally surprising. It's the city where I live. random, absolutely, I had no idea about that. So we go on, and let's go to the downloadable components.
I told you, it's really very easy to create your first report and publish it to the web. So, a part of this SaaS solution, the Power BI service, you have 4 downloadable components. The desktop, we saw it previously, the mobile, and 2 other components related to data refresh, the personal gateway and the analysis service connector. I will get quickly on this slide. Power Desktop, something you install on your machine, you create your report, and you publish it to the Power BI service. You can edit queries and manage relationships very easily too. Power BI Mobile, here it is. I installed it on my Android phone, but it's available on all type of mobile. I access, it's in French, sorry, but I see my dashboards. I can click on my SPS Dubaï dashboard. So I can see my 2 tiles. Click on the first one, and of course, it's entirely interactive. I can put my finger on the graph, and I have on the top some related informations. I can decide to share this dashboard, but there is a little bit tricky. I can only share my SPS Dubaï dashboard with internal coworker. Here you can see that I tried to share with Benoît Jester at azip.net that work. He belongs to my company, but Etienne at istep.fr does not belong to my company, so I can't share my dashboard with him. I have an error message indicating me.
This feature is available also in the free version?
Absolutely, absolutely. The paid version gives you only very advanced feature, like data refresh. I will explain that in a few slides.
We can connect with local databases as well?
Absolutely. Local, remote.
Through any integration tool?
Yep.
Or directly just?
Yep. Text file, Excel file, Azure database, no matter what it is. You have a slide on this subject, but a lot of possible data sources.
So it's part of Office 365's integration itself? For example, if I have a hybrid environment, this is already ready with Office 365.
Previously, it was clearly integrated with Office 365. Power BI v2 is now a separate service. PowerBI.com is clearly a separate service from Office 365.
Okay. What about do we always need to host on only the Power BI service, or do you have any choice to host in my on-prem also? If I have a SharePoint 2013 form running, so I would want to publish my data. Is that possible?
If you want to publish your report to internal Power BI, I don't know. I don't know the new capabilities of SharePoint 2016 BI.
Could I use Power BI as a service?
Power BI as a service?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, after publishing my data set,
Yeah.
I do some analysis
Yep.
using its power, and then I need to consume that furnished data in my application as a service.
Yeah, there is a developer part in a few slides. So I think you can develop something to consume the remote data. I was talking about data refresh here to ensure that your data are always up to date. Of course, when you go to your Power BI service, you probably want to see fresh data, not data from 2 months ago. So it works at the dataset level. In my Power BI service, I click on my SPS Dubaï dataset, and I have 2 options. I can schedule a refresh or refresh now. It's great, but you have to pay for that. You have to subscribe to the Power Pro version, because when you click on schedule refresh, Power BI tells you that you have to install the Power BI personal gateway, and this is included in the paid version of Power BI. An additional component is needed, yes, for on-premises data sources, of course. And as I said, it depends on your subscription. This is a screenshot from the Microsoft site. Power BI free, the data refresh is not present. So we have 3 different components associated to data refresh. We have the personal gateway. If you want to get your data, fresh data, from the cloud to an on-premise data, like an Excel file on your computer. You have the analysis services connector for SSIS database, of course, and you have a new feature which is actually in preview, which is the Power BI Gateway for Enterprise. So in this case, you will have an IT admin which will have control of all personal gateway. You will not deploy by yourself your personal gateway. An IT admin will manage that for you.
Yes, so we talk about data refresh. We are in a SharePoint Saturday, so in this demo, we want to get data from SharePoint or from OneDrive, which is a SharePoint document library. So, in the previous demo, we used Power BI Desktop to build a dataset and publish a report. Okay, so now I am in powerbi.com, Power BI service, and I choose to get data from files here. I choose my Excel file. I have to pick an Excel file, so I pick on my OneDrive business. I'm authenticated as Etienne on my O365 tenant, so I can directly access to my personal OneDrive for business files. So this is my files. I choose a folder, a directory. I click on one Excel file in my OneDrive, and I click to connect. Very easy, just click and play. You have two ways. You can just pin some parts of your Excel file with Excel Reader. I don't want to do that. I want to get data and manage them, so I use import option. And this is it. You don't need anything else. Your data will each hour be refreshed. So Power BI service is working, is currently creating my dataset, and I get a blank page. I get a blank page. This is my report, but my dataset is ready. I can use and drag drop some fields, for example, address, city, and change some font size. Tuk, 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 tuk. Here we are. We can create our report. So you remember, previously we created a report with Power BI Desktop. Now I am creating my report in powerbi.com. This is less powerful, but you can do it. And about data refresh, as I said, your dataset is schedule refresh, save my report, demo 2. When I get to a settings of my dataset, I will see, or not, doesn't really matter. You will see that your file is analyzed each hour with OneDrive refresh. So if you upload another Excel file with the same name, you get each hour the new data. Click and play, very easy. Great. So here we are for Personal BI Gateway.
So the gateway, the personal gateway runs as a service on your computer or on another computer, that doesn't matter. It acts as a bridge between the Power BI site, the cloud, and an on-premise data, like an Excel file on your computer. It's secure through Azure Service Bus, and of course, the schedule cannot occur if the gateway is offline. Understand, if the computer on which you have installed the gateway is down, is off. In 3 steps, you install the personal gateway with a very bad French translation, but whatever. You configure a dataset. Here is an existing dataset. So I point to fdubai.xls with Windows authentication. And at the end, I have a gateway status online. My credentials are set for this data source, and the refresh is scheduled. That means that the Power BI service will regularly pick up my file on my computer and refresh the data. I will go quick on this part. If you have SSIS database, you can install a computer on each server to see directly in the Power BI service all SSIS available database. If you click on Get Data, like Etienne did a few minutes ago, then on database, and more, you have an option to pick up SSIS databases directly if you install that connector first. Content packs, I told you previously, it's a save as a template. So it's available in Power BI Pro. You can package dashboards, reports, and datasets, and it's stored in the content pack library. When you create a content pack, a user who will use your content pack will have the same permissions as you, except for the SSIS, because the user credential is stored differently. With some screenshots, I click inside the Power BI service in the cloud. I click on the whale icon, then create content pack. Then I have the option to share this content pack with my entire organization or specific groups. Remember, if you want to use Office 365 group, you have to subscribe to the paid version. I decide to pick up a dashboard, some reports, some data set. I click on OK or Save, I don't remember, if it creates me this content pack, SPS Dubaï. So tomorrow, you will go to your Power BI service, click on this content pack, you will see my dashboard, my reports, and the associated data set. And already the sub-demo.
Yes. This demo is still with PowerBI.com services. We are talking about an Excel database, not this database, another one. Yeah. This is the SharePoint Saturday session in maybe 1,000 session. My teammates worked a lot to create this Excel file database. So you can see we got a session title, a level, a track, IT Pro, developer, business, and so on. City, Dubai, today, the session of today, and a speaker list. Great. This is my database. We don't have enough time to create, again, dataset, manage data. We did it with football demo. So I directly show you the reports we made. And the report we made looks like that. We get a map for each SharePoint Saturday. We are here today. The speaker, huge amount of speaker, and a lot of sessions. So I clicked on Publish, and this report was published on my PowerBI.com service. And we can play with it now. So we are in Power BI service. We are going to my dataset. And if I want my report, I just click on it. And I can play with it directly. You don't have to do anything. So for example, if I want to know the session of today, Dubai, we've got 16 sessions today. Great. If I want to see the average developer session, you can play with it. You can sort, filter, apply filter, and so on, and so on. If I want, for example, find the session of a random speaker, absolutely random speaker, okay, for example, Benoît Jester, if I achieve to click on it, I don't. Oh, crap. Doesn't matter. So we got another great speaker, Gökhan. So if I click on Gökhan, it should, maybe, but it won't. It should filter off my city, but apparently we got problem today. I refresh. Doesn't really important. Just you have to remember that we can play with data with a live demo. Okay, I try again. Okay, let's show where did Gökhan speak a lot. He speak in Oslo 2 times, Paris, Dubai. It's amazing.
There's many points for this man.
Yes, great speaker. Sorry, Benoît, for your point. I didn't achieve it. But that's fun. We can do better. We can ask questions to our dashboards. You remember, a dashboard is based upon reports components. You can pin tile, charts, and so on. On your dashboard, you just say, show me session in Dubai, and Power BI will analyze your question and show you the answer. If you say, show me developer session in Dubai, you will get only developer session. It's easy. You just have to ask question, and this is it. You can say precise you want to see it on a map, on different charts, and it will go on without problem. So this is the third demo, SharePoint Saturday Database. All right, in this section, we are gonna talk about Power BI connections. Power BI Desktop is a great tool because you can connect to every kind of data sources. File, for example, Excel file, CSV file, XML file. Of course, you can connect and import data with it. You can connect from database, SQL database, Oracle, SAP, most important kind of databases. But Power BI is a Microsoft product, so of course you can connect to Azure connectivity services, Azure SQL database, Azure Blob Storage, Marketplace, and so on. And you've got another section, my favorite, where you can find a lot of another source data sources connectivity. SharePoint list, Exchange, Active Directory, Salesforce, Facebook, Google Analytics, and so on and so on. You can, without problem, connect to every kind of data sources you want to. So as you can see, there is a lot of data source possibilities. File, database, Azure, and other section where you can plug your data source analysis with everything. But that's not finished. We are talking about Power BI Desktop, but you can also connect to third-party online services via powerbi.com. You can, for example, connect to Web Trends, Visual Studio Online, User Voice, Bing, and so on, Facebook Analytics, Google Analytics. In this case, we are talking about content packs. To use these content packs, you need to use Power BI services app.powerbi.com. A good thing to know is sometimes the connection you can use with Power BI Desktop and connection you can use with Power BI services are not exactly the same. For example, Web Trends connection, User Voice, Azure Search, or Bing are only available via powerbi.com. You can't, for the moment, use them via Power BI Desktop. In a developer perspective, if you are a developer, there are a lot of interest for you to use and manage Power BI. It's not a developer session, but let's talk a bit about it. There are three major ways to do it. The first way, you integrate Power BI in your apps. So you develop your own client app, your own website in Azure, and so on, and you integrate dashboards and tiles, reports into your apps, just like an iframe. Very easy to do, sometimes useful. A good sample of how to do that, a good example is Power BI Tiles application. It's a free PowerPoint application. You download it from the store and you install it with PowerPoint. Once you install it, you can easily integrate your report, your dashboard directly into your slides, into PowerPoint. It's very easy, but just I said it's small integration. It could be useful, but it's not the revolution. The second way, the hard one, to extend Power BI. You can, if you want, create custom visuals. You can create custom visuals, but it's tricky, and you can create this bubble mess. But to do it, you have to be a skilled TypeScript, CSS, web developer, .NET developer. It's very difficult to do it. There is some tools in preview to do it, but really, it's hard. There is a better way to my mind. The better way is to use REST API and real-time API. This is the great way to manage Power BI as a developer perspective. So with REST API, you can add and delete rows, get and update table schemas, manage your dataset, get groups, dashboard, tiles, and it's plug and play. So to try this API, Power BI REST API, just go to the API console. It's a website where you can try easily all REST API. In this example, you can get all your tiles and directly get the data with your real data, your real tiles. You can also, for example, get dashboards and generate code in your favorite language. Doesn't matter if you are JavaScript, a C#, PowerShell, Python, doesn't matter your favorite language, this website helps you to create your code, source code, in your favorite language. Very easy to do, very easy to call. This is the 3 ways. Integration, very easy. Extension, to extend, it's a hard one. I don't go to do that. And the third one, my favorite, REST API. We don't have enough time to show you the 4th demo, but in this demo we were showing you how with PowerShell you can manage live monitoring of your web front-end servers. So I will show you one day later maybe or in a blog post, but it's very interesting because you can show and export all your data, live data monitoring directly to your Power BI reports. And really, we need more time, but it's a shame to have to cut. But really, it's a great way to use REST API as a developer. Doesn't matter. Let's go for the conclusion. So, as a conclusion, of course, you saw Power BI is powerful. You just saw it. It's very easy to use, easy to manage, easy to publish, easy to share. Power BI is a very great and powerful tool. You can connect to everything. It's great. A good argument also is that Power BI is easy to use and easy to get started with. Because you have a lot of documentation available. You've got video, training documents, sample. It's very easy to start with because you have a lot of and a full documentation and samples. It's free. For major action, it's free. And of course, as we said before, you've got a license for Power BI Pro if you want advanced possibilities, capabilities, but you can try easily Power BI. It's a free tool. And also you can have a free trial for, I guess, 30 days, something like that, of free trial for the Pro version. So enjoy, try and use Power BI, it's free. You can connect Power BI to everything. Not everything, of course, but almost everything. All kinds of databases, Excel files, OneDrive, SharePoint list, cloud services, Google, Facebook Analytics. You can plug to Visual Studio Online, Active Directory, Exchange. It's great. You can plug to what you want, to online services. It's easy, so use Power BI. Easy to share, of course, because with one click you share your dashboard, your reports easily, and Power BI supports Office 365 groups, so you can easily share what you want. It's a full mobile experience, of course, because there is an application on each major store, Android store, Apple store, and Windows store, of course. So it's easy. With this application, you can't create reports or dashboards, but you can view and consume them. So it means that every CIO, every financial directors can get in his pocket all data to show to customer and so on and so on. It's a great, great possibilities. It's a great opportunity. You can, with Power BI, centralize and mix in a unique point all of your data intelligence. Yes, business intelligence in a unique point. You can mix so many data sets, so many data sources. You just have to analyze it and share it in only one place. It's a great, great, great thing. Of course, I'm a developer and I love Power BI as a developer because you can extend and integrate custom videos, REST API apps. You can do what you want. You can manage and create data remotely within your apps, and it's easy as a developer to do it. It's very, very cool opportunity, functionality, features. And to conclude, it's just the beginning because Power BI is evolving each week, each month. We get some new visuals, we get some new features. We are pretty confident that Microsoft invests massively in this Power BI tool because this is the future of business intelligence in Microsoft way of mind. So thank you all, enjoy Power BI, and thank you for attending.